think of answers here, but
some sort of...
but I can't download the
Technology is
file.
only great when it works, and you don't want to take a sledgehammer to your computer.
No, and the thing is, it tells me you have to activate this key to get so that it'll bypass on the browser thing. So I activate the key, and I hit the word and do exactly what it says, and up comes the message, I can't do this. So it's just, it's got me a little flustered this morning because
Well, yeah,
I've
sure.
got 2 files I need to get. I have to get those files so that we can have them in the game tonight.
Maybe you can call an IT person from the school and have them come and lay hands on it and, magically.
It's not a, it's a Dropbox issue.
Well, maybe somebody else has had that issue and knows the secret to fix it.
I'm going to try a couple of other things because it doesn't make any sense.
Nothing makes
I've reset
sense.
the password. I've logged in. I've accepted all the cookies. Everything's good. I can see the files. They're right there.
Well, just talk real nice to it, and maybe he'll... I need to bring you that. It says, this machine is prone to self-destruct,
Yeah.
and you always have to talk nice to it. And don't try to go use another machine because they all belong to the same union. It's cute.
Dilbert was kind of funny this past weekend. He says, I need a repair on some equipment we bought from you. And the tech support's on the phone. Oh, too bad. It looks as if your warranty ran out yesterday.
Of course it did. It's like your car. It behaves perfectly, and then it watches until your warranty is up, and then poof.
It knows.
Yes.
Well, he says this is kind of suspicious, and then a programmable machine stopped working exactly when it is most profitable for the manufacturer.
Of course.
It's almost as if your proprietary operating system is designed to manipulate me into upgrading. Do you hear how crazy that sounds? It isn't designed to manipulate you. It's designed to manipulate everyone. And Dilbert's like, that isn't better.
No. But truly, that's like any other machine you have. I don't care if it's your refrigerator, your washing machine, your lawnmower. Be very cautious.
Yeah. Well, I saw a piece this morning from a tech YouTuber, and Google has a new phone out now. And they're kind of taking a page from Apple, and they've built their own chip to go into the phone. They're not buying the chip from someone else. And he said it's kind of interesting because Google looks like it's doing what Apple's done. Apple, for the last few years, obviously wants you to buy a phone.
Well, duh, yes.
But they would rather you buy the phone, and they support updates to that phone for 4 or 5 years. So that you can use the phone to pay them money every month for their subscription services, whether it's the exercise, the gaming, the TV Plus platform, or their music platform. They've got a number of different subscription things. And so Apple seems to say, okay, we know you're going to buy a phone, but maybe not every year. You might buy one every 3 or 4 years. But if you subscribe to these services from us, we're still going to make tons of money off of you, even though we're not selling you a phone every year. And in the Android world, because there's so many different manufacturers and so many different phones and so many people that take and do different things with Android, the updates to the Android depend on the manufacturer and the carrier, and they may only do updates for 1 or 2 or 3 years. What Google's doing with their new phones is it's all their stuff. It's their hardware, their chip, their stuff. And so I think their thinking is, let's be like Apple and let's sell you a Google phone, and we'll support it with updates for 3 or 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And then you subscribe to a bunch of, you use it for your Gmail, you use it for your browsing, so that we can learn about you and then sell advertising to you. So we'll see how that works, or if it works. So.
Yeah, and if people think they're being tracked with a vaccine, they're out of their minds. just look up something on a computer and, even eBay.
Yeah.
Or anything that you have actually looked at, and then all of the little ads and stuff are tailored to what they think your needs or wants are.
It's pretty amazing
So,
stuff.
if you think they're not scouting you out for every move you make on a computer, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah.
I've got beachfront property right down in front of our building that I'll be more than happy to share with you. Bring your umbrella and your beach chair.
I mean, you're exactly right, because and that's where companies like Google, that's where they make their money, is from selling those ad views and clicks, because of their software that is able to determine that. Amazon's another one that has done a tremendous amount of development of learning your habits so that they can push more stuff on you. And it's pretty interesting. The downside to all of that is if they think they know you, and maybe we are creatures of habit and we get into a rut.
Oh, we are. I walked into Kith and Kin and she had my tea ready.
Well, I walked into
with
McDonald's.
my coconut in there. She knew exactly, and I thought, boy, am I in a rut.
Yeah, no, the good ones can do that, because I walked into McDonald's and she did the same thing. Now, you want a large coffee with 2 creams and a large iced mocha? Yes, I do. So, and then the next guy comes in and she says, you want a coffee with 8 creams? And I'm thinking to myself, don't get those coffees mixed up.
Well,
so the good ones can do that.
Yeah, when I was in La Fonda one time, I was shooting the bull with one of the waitresses there that she's been there for quite a while, and she says, oh, I know exactly what somebody wants when they walk in the door, because some of them are there every day, or only at noon, or only in the evening, or on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever.
Yeah.
She said, I know exactly what these people are going to order.
Yeah.
And I've told you, I'm sure, this story when I lived in Deming, and this friend of mine and I would go to the Cactus all the time. We walked in there one day, our table was ready. There sat our Cokes. We never saw a waitress.
Yeah.
Here comes our food.
Yeah.
And I said, well, it's a good thing we didn't change our mind today.
Well, but and maybe I'm not thinking of this right, because if we're so
we're in ruts.
In our ruts, if we are so stuck in our ways, because I always think of when you listen to the radio or something like that, you get exposed to other things that you may want to think about or may want to consider, as opposed to just being the same thing every day.
Well, do you have Sirius in your vehicle, or do you just keep the radio stations?
I had it.
Okay. While you had it,
yes,
did you have various programs as your favorites, like 60s, 70s, 80s,
Lana
country,
did.
Garth, whatever?
Lana did. I think I had Fox News.
Okay, so you were in sort of a rut.
Yes.
Because this is what you listen to. This is what you do all the time. And I think everybody, whether you realize it or not, is in some sort of a rut, because it's a comfort.
Yeah.
You kind of have the same things that you do every day. When you put your feet on the floor in the morning, you probably have exactly the same routine. You go to the bathroom, you go to the kitchen, you make the bed, it's exactly the same thing every morning. You take the same amount of steps. If you varied that, something would seem out of sync if you have been doing the same pattern every day.
Yeah.
So if you go to lunch every day, you walk.
I work at a radio station where Clay and Buck come on at 10:06. Sean Hannity comes on at 1:06. Mark Levin comes on at 4:06. Every day, Monday through Friday. Same
Navajo sets off their siren at 6:30 every Monday evening.
Yeah.
We know what's going to happen. And the city sets off theirs at 10:30 on the Thursdays, third Thursdays, or first Thursday, whatever. And then Navajo does again on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we know in our minds what is going on. We're not blowing up at that time. Refinery's still going to be there. They're just testing their, emergency broadcasting
I don't want to blow
system.
up ever. So, well, speaking of ruts, it's 9 o'clock.
We get to listen to somebody else for a couple of
This is KSVP Artesia.
News